Okay, there's a, make sure you take care of the mask around the light bulb. You see a little box, you got to paint and hide that away. You're not getting everything I want based on instructions. First of all, you have to have the name of the character. We don't. The name of the character is not rotten to the core. It's flippin'. Do a caps. Food Fred. Now you might put those on different layers. You might do something different, but that you have to have that in there. Um, Looks like some of your shadows going is you have it over top of the potatoes. So you probably have to adjust the shadow, but as it gets farther away, it should become more transparent. And so that's where you add a layer mask. And I just take the gradient tool. I use black to white. Okay. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and click on the image, and really, I think what we have to do is make it a little bit more blurry around the edges. So I'll do blur, Gaussian blur, and I'm going to do about, yeah, there you go, about 5 pixels to create that illusion. You need to work, especially getting this light bulb connected to the pizza. So we need to make sure it fits exactly. So what I probably would do in your case right now is I would come up to this mask and I would let me choose soft edge or hard edge brush. You want to connect it right to the pizza itself. So you have to use your mask to do that. Now for the background, if you're going to do something, it's just all you did was fill it with yellow back color. We wanted you to do something different, something unique. Find another image, maybe. I don't, something that fits with Flippin' Food Fred. So this is just a little bit plain for the background. I mean, what you could do is you can create your own floor. You could duplicate the background layer. I'm going to go in. Oh yeah, blending mode turned on, so I'm going to change that back to normal. I'm going to go do a control. I'm going to go up to Edit, Free Transform. Transfer this down. I'm going to change that background as well to normal. Now, be easier if it was some type of texture there. So give me a second here. Well, I'm going to check the color overlay that's for that, for the duplicate. And then I'm going to choose a lighter yellow color and a darker yellow color. I'm just going to go up to filter. I'm going to come down to pixelate and I'm going to choose pointillize. Just creates points, create some texture. Then what I want to do is I'm going to go up to edit, transform, and choose perspective. Create the illusion that there's depth. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down the control key. And if you're on the Mac command key, I'm going to click on the thumbnail. And then what I'm going to do is create a new layer above it. I'm going to use my gradient tool. I'm going to go black to white up here. I'm going to start at the top, go down, and then I'm going to change the blending mode to multiply so it brings in the colors, blends in with the colors below. But we're going to adjust the opacity down. So what it's doing is trying, as it gets farther against the wall, it's going to be a little darker for that. So again, you can create something from scratch like this. You can go find some other images, but not just simple yellow background for that. Now with that said, You know, then we can spend time looking at some type effects that we can work with. So flipping food Fred, there's different layer styles that you can install and download for free. And maybe that would be something to do. This font is a little bit skinny, so I would suggest being a little more rounded, more thicker for that. Um, so if you go in and instead of papyrus is really hard to read at times, but something like here, this gives you a little more control. You can do some variety of different things to it. And there's so many different layer styles you can apply. So there's a styles panel, and you can apply different variety of styles. I would experiment with that maybe, or create your own styles that's food related. The other thing too, as I keep looking at this, you probably want to work on the eye area. It looks like it's just not selected correctly. Maybe find two other eyes that are more available. You know, that'd probably be the best bet.